back up what the brother just said about, what the brother just said about, the raising your children, man. Because they coming up with Barbie dolls and all that bullshit, you know? And they basically, that's the agenda to further uh, feminize the children, man. So they'd be wanting to grow up like transsexuals and all that crazy shit. Be homosexuals, you know? But it says, this is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. You know? So
Jock. Oh, right. That's what I'm saying. Like, kids shouldn't be that, like, there's no age is appropriate for it.
God.
No age at all. And that's not even only going out with these people teaching these young kids, these young boys, that it's okay to use Barbie dolls. I mean, when I grew up in the 90s, it was never okay. Like, it's never gonna be an age is cool to have a Barbie doll for a little black boy. But that goes for you black women raising your daughters as well. Putting weave in your daughter's hair at that age is not cool. It's not alright. Nor is it ordained by the Most High. I don't know why it's such a crime to let your daughter's hair grow when y'all all let y'all son's hair grow.
Yeah.
Like your daughter had weave in her hair and your son that had dreads.
Oh man.
That would kill me. That kills me. Why your daughter got weave in her hair at 7 and your son got dreads? Like, you could have grew her hair. Like, what's the difference? Come on.
That's right.
You're allowing it, and it goes overboard.
That's right.
One, you could substitute one for the other. Like, come on. It's too much going on. You got to raise your kids and how they supposed to be raised, how the word say to raise them, and they will not depart from it. You know how long it's going to take for that little boy to put that Barbie doll down? He walking around the supermarkets with him. I'm looking like, dang, like, and the Barbie doll half dressed. Like, he didn't even adjust the whole thing. So it's like, come on, now you know what he gonna be like. You know what he gonna be like. These Edomites with these red on all that. The devil.
That's why I got that red on.
All that red.
Matter of fact, this is the black and white too. I
like the devil.
This 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14. It says, doth not even nature itself teach you that it is, if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him. But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given her for a covering. You know? So just like what the brother just said, man. These niggas walking around with dreads past their shoulders, man. You know? First of all, you're not even supposed to wear dread locks anyway, man. The word dread, that says it all, man. That's horrible. They dreadful, man. You know? They're disgusting. And the scriptures don't talk about dreadlocks. They talk about locks, man. Which locks is a braid. So if you can lock something, you can unlock it. Just like you lock a door, you can unlock that shit. If you lock your hair, you can unlock it. But when these niggas throw them fucking dreadlocks in their hair, they gotta cut them out. And they be like, oh, that's our heritage. That's bullshit. That's a heathen custom. You know? That's why you got them Edomites. Them Edomites be doing that shit, man. And that for Edomites to wear dreads in their hair, man, that's crazy. Because you can't wash it and all that. But when you got locks in your hair, the braids and all that, take them out, wash your hair, you know, and all that. But the dreads, matter of fact, you even got them niggas with them dreads and them Benjamites with them real thick dreads looking like shit stains in their hair, you know, matted down and all that. They can't wash that, man. Well, they wash it, but it still look jacked up, man. You know, when you lock your hair, braided and all that, you take it out, wash it, then you get it relocked, man. You unlock it, then lock it, so it can breathe, man. You know? And first of all, that whole long hair shit come from Esau, man. You look at the picture of Caesar Borgia, man. He had that long hair. Matter of fact, you go back to what, like the 80s? the rock music. Look at Michael Jackson. And Esau's a freak, man. That's why they want the men to wear long hair, because they look at the men like women. They want to pop our men.
That's right.
The same way they did back there in slavery, man. Esau's a natural born homosexual. Why you think they got and everything that they doing now? They further catering to that agenda and putting that shit on the TV screen. You know, whatever show you watch now, it got some type of a couple that's a freak, man.
Huh.
Making it, trying to get the like the brother said earlier, man. That's a program. What it's called, a television program.
Huh.
So they telling you the vision that they want to program you with, man.
Huh.
You know? And guess what? What parents do? They put their kids right in front of the fucking TV, man, all day.
They sit them right there and walk out the room.
Yeah. Get on the phone, talk to their girl, especially the nigga woman, man.
Huh.
She's the main one. That's why they want to break up the household and have the women let them raise the children.
They book them in that little high chair.
Yeah, cut.
Give them a bag of chips and walk out the room.
Yeah, some fucking cheese curls.
Huh.
A bottle with some fucking pork probably in it.
You know what I want to say out loud?
Yeah.
If your child go to school and you don't teach them when they home, you a bad parent.
That's right, huh?
Period.
That's right, man.
I just want to say that out loud.
That's right, man.
If your child goes to school and you don't teach them when they get home, you are a bad parent.
That matter of fact.
If you don't teach your children anything,
Nah.
you are a bad parent.
Oh shit.
That's the point. How can you be a good parent if you don't teach your children?
That's right, huh?
That's the point.
That's right, huh?
So you give your children to everything to learn, but you don't teach them yourself.
Right.
That kills me. Come on, man. And then what kills me about the niggas is y'all judge each other about about what goes on at somebody else's house, but you're doing the same thing.
That's right, huh?
You're doing the same thing. That's what kills me. I grew up black, so you can't say nothing to me. I know what goes on. Shoot, I was raised by black people, so I know what's going on. I got cousins, I got brothers, I got sisters, I got everything. I got aunts and uncles, I got all that. Like, come on. I see generations behind me, and I see the ones coming up. If you don't raise your children, you're a bad parent.
That's right, huh?
Period. You get mad when they come home, get suspended, detention, bad grades. It's your fault.
Yeah.
They go to school, they're away from you, they can do whatever they want. They don't gotta learn because the teacher ain't their parent. But the thing is, the parent ain't the teacher, so they go home and be dumb. Sit in front of the television, high cheering your kids and put them in front of TV is not just because it's Sesame Street, just because it's Barney.
And yo, matter of fact,
mean nothing.
no, and honestly, with them television shows, man, what parents don't understand, you know, they programming your children to be faggots.
That's right.
You know? Like, look at that whole Teletubby shit.
Huh.
You know? And they talking about, oh, he was born like that. No. That nigga was programmed like that.
Watching Tinky Winky had that
Exactly.
pocketbook
Yeah,
all his life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So when a child is young, their mind is more impressionable, man. You know? So they put that seed in them right then and there, man. You know?
Huh.
That's why we say we not ignorant to Esau's devices. And also with the schooling system now, man. You even got over there in Chicago and I believe California too. They trying to make it teach about the LGBTQ, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, exactly.
So they trying to teach them the points that they had to do in America. Which they trying to tie that in with us, man.
But that's been happening for years.
Yeah.
That's the thing that get me upset, more and more upset, because I keep hearing about more LGBT movements going on in schools, like in New York. In New York, it's a whole homosexual class.
Yeah.
But the thing is, again, you don't teach kids anything when they come home.
Right.
But look, you send them to school and they learn how now it's gender neutral And now it's a miraculous other gender that nobody or everybody is. Men walking in women bathrooms now. Women doing the same thing. Come on, like your daughters and stuff gonna be in the bathrooms one day. Somebody could just say they gay just to go in there.
And you know what that
Come
is?
on, like,
You know what that is? That's causing confusion.
Kind.
You know? That's causing confusion.
Kind of what kind. And y'all okay with it? Whatever Esau say, you okay with it?
Yeah. So matter of fact, basically, did you know what a nigga say? Oh, he's a faggot, but he ain't bringing my way. He ain't say nothing to me.
So,
Nigga, so you that means you with that shit, man. Because you supposed to condemn that nigga, man. You see a homosexual, and honestly, in the scriptures, faggots supposed to be put to death, man.
That's
for
right.
committing that act. Like this dude walking past. Yo, that's the spirit. Cause look, we talking about them faggots and one walk right past and shit.
Kind.
I know that nigga heard us, man. Cause we gonna bring out the scripts on that.
I hope he did. He's supposed to get himself together.
But niggas will be like, oh, he ain't say nothing to me. Oh, that as long as they keep it over there. No, that means that means you're for that agenda, man. Cause you supposed to expose Esau's agenda, man.
Kind.
You know, and that's what y'all here doing. Everybody like to hear the truth, but they don't want to speak it.
Kind.
You know, they love when the brothers start speaking like, yo, they tell the truth.
Kind of like.
The same way, like, but then they're hide and shit. You know?
I just want everybody to know that the whole common ground point is, there's a whole lot of common ground. You're not making sense of what you thinking in your head. It's not affecting you directly. At least you think that it's not. You think it's not, but believe this. Esau got his hand in every one of y'all lives.
Right.
Every one of y'all pockets. Refrigerators, homes. But look, they walk around here like they run this.
Right.
You know what a temple is?
That's right, man.
Come on.
Matter of fact, grab that real quick. Matter of fact, I got it.
You got it? You sure?
Matter of fact, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 13. It says, if a man also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, both them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
That's right.
So that's what the brother just was talking about, man. You know? And yo, that furthermore goes to show you that Esau knows these scriptures. And he knows that we Israelites. So what he want to do, he want to gear everything towards us to make us go against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. In the same way, what it say, our people die for the lack of knowledge, man. You know? They die, why? Because they do all type of abominable acts. And the Most High eventually smokes their ass, man. You know? The Most High eventually gets you right out of there, man. You like, oh, you did this? Oh, you turn? Matter of fact, grab Sirach 15, brother, sure.
15-1?
Yeah, nah, 15 and 11. Start verse 11. Because and this even ties in. Matter of fact, we're gonna go to
You said 11?
yeah, come on. This is Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22. It says, thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It's an abomination, man. So niggas know that, man. And that's the same thing for these women, man. You know? And I believe it's another scripture in the book of Romans when it talks about these damn dykes, man. You know? What they do, they change the natural order, man. So they wanted to start sleeping with women, sucking on pussies, man. You know? You're not the whole purpose of having sex is to populate, to make kids, to have kids, man. But what Esau do, they pervert it, man.
That's right.
Throw all that shit out there on TV. That's the whole purpose for population, man. But now, and then this is how you know that Esau, he also knows that, and he don't want you to repopulate and all that. Why? Because the scriptures tell you the children of Israel are going to be multiplied like the sand on the sea and the stars in heaven. So that's a lot of children, man. You know? That's a lot of children, man. Like Ephraim. Like the Ephraimites, man. What they do? The so-called Puerto Rican. They got a lot of children. Why you think they making this whole homosexual agenda popping, man? Why? So niggas can't reproduce, man. Because if a man has sex with a man, the man can't have no fucking baby, man. You know? They can't have kids. As a matter of fact, I saw some disgusting video on I believe it was Messenger, Facebook, where they had it. Now this is how twisted Esau is, man. They had the Edomite, and she looked like an Edomite. I believe he was an Edomite, doing some bullshit like this. They got him laying on the bed like when the women have babies, with his legs propped up and shit, and the nigga looked pregnant. So they tell him they got another nigga rubbing his head and all that shit. And this nigga start pushing. Then you see his penis start extracting this shit. And you see a baby pop out the tip of his penis, man. And I'm like, yo, that's some sick, twisted shit, man. But that's the thing. Esau, they want to be a woman, man.
Come.
So what's that called? That's causing confusion, man.
That's in their nature.
Yeah, it can, man. That's causing confusion.
They're the only kind of people I've ever seen had a problem with a man being an actual man.
Yeah.
That's the only time I ever see a war against an actual man is when they're in a picture. Like, that's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Like, and then the funny part about niggas is that they fight for them. They fight for them all the time.
Yo, God.
Like, and then when you think about it, and the funny thing about it is that the laws that they always make for us and here are directly contrary to the laws that the Most High made for us in the laws of Moses.
That's right, huh? The laws, statutes, and
Come on,
commandments.
like,
The laws, statutes, and commandments. Because they know, I can't remember the scripture, but it's the scripture when it says, if we turn back to the Lord and pray to our homeland, that He's going to hear us, man. And once we come back to Yahweh Bashim outside and we follow the laws, statutes, and commandments, He's going to hear us. Esau knows that.
that's right.
Why do you think you try to be real slick and try to throw pork in the ingredients and have you eat that shit and you don't know what you eat? You know? That's being the devil in itself. What's that? That's deceiving, man.
And that's why I was over there at work, and they got the TVs around, you know, Fresh Grocery. Got TVs around showing people recipes and whatnot. I'm like, why every other recipe got pork in it? Like, y'all ain't. And then they do little stupid stuff like, I saw this one recipe I wanted to try, and they sprinkle bacon bits at the end or the top. I'm like, come on,
yo,
man.
I hate
Like,
this.
like you could, it was good how it was. You ain't had to put you did too much now. You know what I mean? That's the crazy part when I see them throw the swine in there, is that it's doing too much right now. Like, it was cool where it was. You know what I'm saying? It's cool where it was, but these people good on that swine. They love that swine, man.
Yeah.
That pork, and then they come out and start looking like pigs and get mad at the world because you look like a pig now. Like,
high blood pressure. And
all that gut in that neck. You know how they get that neck? You know, like you get that
double jaw.
You know how they got the muffin top with a muffin top on top of it, and then they got the neck with the Adidas neck. Like, come on, like you can't be mad at me because you look like that. The thing that you eat and look like what they say you are what you eat. You looking like a pig now. You look like a pig because you've been eating pig for how long?
Then they start stinking. That shit come up.
They really start stinking. You start stinking. You can tell when somebody been eating pork on it. Like, no matter how they hygiene come up, you smell it on them. I've been. Listen, I ain't been eating pork in like a year and a half. It stinks to me, man. I can't even believe I've been eating bacon all my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
Matter of fact, before you read that, it's the book of Ezra, chapter 9 and 7. It says, since the days of our fathers have we been in great trespass. It says, unto this day. And for our iniquities have we, our kings and our priests, been delivered into the land of the kings of the lands, to the sword, to captivity, and to the spoil, and to confusion of face, as it is this day, man.
That's right.
You know? But I just really, like, you know, because to this day, man, you know, that's the reason why we going through the things that we have to suffer, man. You know? Our kings and us, man. You know? That's why when the scripture tell you, like well, no, that all, like right now, all the prophets and the kings back in the ancient time is right here now. You know, that's the truth. Why? Because this basically the final the curtain call. You know, the finale, man. Before Israel comes back into power, man.
That's right.
You know, that's why I told you every knee shall bow, man. You know, it says what? It says since the days of our fathers, man. So we are our fathers reincarnated, man. You know, that's why you got some niggas that like in their past life they doing the same shit that they was doing, man. You know, if you was a scoffer back then, you're gonna be a scoffer now, man. You know, if you was out there in the highways and byways back then, you're gonna be doing the same thing now, man. You know, teaching this truth, man. Edifying the people, edifying the flock, man. You know, that's why the scriptures tell you, said, well, the brother going to bring that out, man. When it said the Lord knows every man's works. You know, the Lord knows every man's works. It says unto this day, and it says, and for our iniquities have we, our kings and our priests, been delivered into the hand of the kings of the lands. So that lets you know right there that we spread on all four corners of the earth, man. On all four corners of the earth.
In every kingdom.
Yo, come.
That mean every mountain, every government.
Right. That's why I said the king.
Come.
You know? Basically every king.
Every ruler.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We under every rule.
Because you got Israelites in Russia, man.
That's right.
You got Israelites in China.
In England.
You get Israelites in England. Matter of fact, it's camps over there.
Come.
You know? You got Israelites all wherever the Lord sent you, man. Yeah. And you, matter of fact, and you don't even know what tribe they came from, man. Like that dumbass nigga said last week. Talking about, oh yeah, because these people went here, and that's how the current went and all that. Yeah. But now you got planes and all that shit, man. You know? So Jake travel everywhere now, man. And what Jake like to do when he go on vacation, find a woman and pop her, man. You know? That makes it, that tops the vacation up. That's like the icing on the cake, man. The cherry on top of the ice cream. You know?
Vacation.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes
you know. It's right. Matter of fact, you got Jake that went to war, man. So over there in Vietnam. Vietnam.
My uncles be telling me about that all the time.
Jake that went to war in Iraq.
They had good. It seemed like they had a good time over in Vietnam.
And then Jake went to war in Iraq. Desert Storm. You know? Jake travels, man. Especially them Jakes that join the military and all that shit. Man.
Yup.
You know? So that's why the Lord said wherever he trip you, man, trip you. That nigga trying to pinpoint shit. Like he knew.
But there's no precise numbers, because even when you talking about in the scriptures, in my head, I know common sense. And to me, common sense would let me know that certain tribes mixed up. Jake probably mixed with some Levi's or anything, like, you know, so them families, if he wanted to go with with Ephraim, if he had an Ephraim wife and he wanted to go with the Ephraim, he would have went with the Ephraim. Yeah, same thing, vice versa. No, they stayed with their tribes. But as for moving, if he wanted to move with his family or his family's family, that's optional amongst that individual. So I know that they're scattered regardless of whether you're talking about an actual story in the scripture, or because I know we mixed up with the heathen, so I know we mixed up with each other. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
That nigga was just trying to be a fucking
he's just a scoffer. Like, he was talking when he was talking.
Straight up demon, man. It says, into the hand of the kings of the lands, to the sword, to captivity, and to spoil you, man. So to the sword, what's that, man? A lot of Jake got killed, man. especially right here in America, man. And continue to get killed. You know? And matter of fact, wherever Jake is at on all four corners of the earth, they under the curses. You know? Just like that nigga said last week, man, talking about, oh, after he went to he left to go to the bathroom and shit, he like, yeah, man, you know, he said, well, August of next year, the sentence is up.
Oh yeah,
come on, nigga. Yeah, like, so basically saying that's when America's going to destroy. But if your sentence up, that means you being released, man. If your sentence is up, you're going back into power, man. That was the whole purpose of Jacob's hand being on Esau's hill, man. It ain't gonna be no space in between. Nope. Not even a day, not even a second, not even an hour, man.
He holding his hell when he came out the womb.
None.
He holding their necks when he come out of his captivity. Period.
Exactly.
Right on their hill. What they say in Philly? We on in. You know what I'm saying?
As a matter of fact, I was talking to a dude, Ephraimite, in the deli the other day, man.
God.
And he said something, and I was like, yo, I said, you know why that is? And we just started chopping it up. But he want to be a Muslim and shit. So I'm like, oh, man. I was like, nigga, you not Muslim, man. You know, then it's Ramadan. You in there. That's why Jake fucks me up, man. You practice Islam and shit. But they can't do the follow the rules. It's Ramadan, this nigga there drinking and shit. You supposed to be fasting. But you want to, and Jake likes to do shit for the fashion of things, man. You know? But you got some of them niggas that's hardcore Muslim, you know? But even them niggas, they just wicked as hell, man. Matter of fact, them hardcore Muslim niggas is hardcore slaves, man. They're slave to Ishmael, man.
My biggest question is, because the funny thing is, I got a lot of people who practice Islam in my family. And my problem with them is I can't get no questions answered that I need answered.
Like what?
Like I was trying to figure out, because my uncle, he practiced Islam. I'm trying to figure out, and he actually tried to convert me. He kept asking me to take my Shahada or whatever. And my thing was, well, why? For what? For what? Why would you want me to do that? You gotta give me an example or a reason to. So he like just so you can come into the truth. Well, what makes it the truth? You gotta bring it to me. You gotta bring it home for me. I'm not just gonna listen to what you're saying. I'm not just gonna do that. I need to know what makes me eligible to come on that side. Because when I do the research myself, I can't see why.
Right.
I can't see no real reason to.
You're not on that side, man.
Come on.
See, yo,
do that.
Nah, that's how Esau walk past the shit. They walk past and look at that shit.
Yeah, he ain't on his side, man.
They'll look down.
You good.
Then they be mad like, hey, where do I stand at on there?
Keep going where you going. You ain't on that sign, bro.
On that's your slave masters on that sign.
Yeah, they the ones you want to have called to.
Yeah, kind.
One of them gonna be a slave master.
Right, man. He that leadeth for the captivity
shall
go
into captivity.
Man. So that's what they did, man. And yo, Dan, what you say right here? Matter of fact, grab that real quick. Revelations. Keep that.
Keep this.
Yeah, grab Revelation 2:9. You know? Cause that's future prophecy, man. We about to read y'all future real quick. Like we fortune tellers. we gonna tell y'all future. It's slavery.
It
was a lot, yeah.